part of the meal. So I was extra meal so the meal made on the bar. So my last dish was I did working out. And if you're going well and people make their own and create their own flavors, you could do barbecue. So to this I used Philadelphia light cream cheese. You can use regular as well. Quarter teaspoon of cinnamon and a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. Now I looked up baklava because I don't know much about cooking. See what stuff was in it, and they have a lot of nutmeg. Actually, they put nutmeg in a lot of dishes, so I thought, well, that sounds really good. I'm going to try it. So that's my sauce. I mixed it up. It's really, really tasty. You mix it up the night before, you put it in the fridge, the flavors all come together. I mean, I could eat it out of the bowl this way. It's so good. So I decided again, I tried 3 different types of pastries. The traditional pastry, the phyllo pastry. Yes, I did the same my appetizer. The phyllo pastry comes in a box like this. You roll it out, you butter in between, there's directions on the box. It's a little bit of work. It's not too bad, a bit tricky, but it's pretty easy to work with and the directions are quite clear. So it comes in the freezer section at your grocery store. That's one thing I used, and this is what it looks like. This piece has been cut and I buttered in between. And when you use that, you usually do about 6 to 8 layers of it for, 6 to 8 layers together. So you'll have 6 to 8 layers on the top and the bottom when you fold it over. Now the second type of pastry I thought this would be the easy way to do it, would to be use the croissants. And the kind that comes in the tube at your grocery store, you just pop them open, be careful doing that. But that's my second type. And the third type I used came like this. It's puff pastry. And you see the puff pastry. It comes in squares. There's 2 squares of it. And square 4 pieces. And this is a quarter of it. And then you just roll it out flat with a rolling pin. Now you want to roll it really thin because this puffs up beautifully. But if it puffs up a lot and if you don't have a lot of filling in there, it kind of hides the flavor of the filling. And that's what you really want to taste. You just want something to kind of hold and complement the filling. So that's very good. You just got to make sure you put in a little extra filling and roll it very thin. So for the more experienced bakers, you might want to try the phyllo pastry because that's traditional and very good. And this is probably the easiest just because it's ready to go when it comes out, the croissant in the tube. So the way I made this is I put, a good spoonful of my original mix. And then I had a variety. Baklava has nuts in it. So you do a mixture of nuts. They say you can do pistachios, walnuts, pecans, almonds. You can do a mixture of nuts, and it's nice to toast them. So you put some of my filling right onto the pastry. I'll hold it up here. You put it onto the pastry, whatever one you're using. You pick a filling. So the fillings I have here, you can put nuts in it. I have chocolate chips and coconut. I thought would be really good and good with the nuts. I also have, you can do a different one. You can put jam put the Philadelphia filling and jam in it. Makes like a nice creamy pie. Very good. Or you can put in a chocolate hazelnut spread. That's really good too. It's quite overpowering, so just use a little bit. Use, you want a good tablespoon of the Philadelphia mixture and just maybe, I don't know, a scant teaspoon of this. You want to mix it up, put it together, fold them over. They come out. You're either baking them in about a 375-degree oven, or you're putting them on the barbecue. When you do them on the barbecue, make sure you double the pan, put them on the top, double cookie sheet. And you want to do really kind of a low heat. If you're doing them in the oven, then you can line your pan with parchment paper. Now, when they come out, you can serve them on a plate with a garnish. You can see this one actually is off the barbecue. I put a skewer through it just for fun. You don't really have to, it's on a cookie sheet. But that one is made with the croissant dough. This one's with the phyllo pastry. They all have different fillings. They're so good, except the Philadelphia is in all of them. And this one's with the puff pastry. See how beautiful that looks? Just be careful you add enough filling and roll it thin so it doesn't overpower your dessert inside. Now I would put that on a plate, well, one of them, with maybe a little bit, a few berries, fresh berries or frozen berries, and a little dollop of Cool Whip or whipped cream on top. And it's just delicious. You can serve it warm or cold. It's good both ways. Thank you. This has been fun. I hope everybody else has been enjoying it too. I've seen there's some pretty neat videos out there. Anyway, thank you and bon appetit and good luck to everyone.